Okay, finally I'm streaming, guys. It's been a bit of a busy day. Let's get started. So let us see. Mm, Puzzles, Leech's puzzles. So we have a discovery here naturally, and we have this. We have all sorts of niceties. So there is the queen staring at our queen. Therefore, if we were to do something like try and discover with this knight, the first thing that would happen is that the queen would take the queen, which is not nice. Perhaps in order to avoid that, we could go over here. Perhaps. That is a possibility. If we go over here, then hitting the queen, then the discoveries are on again. And yet, there's no queen to bother us. If we were to go over here and they took over there and we took over here and then here, in that case, the problem is that we were already down a minor piece. We were already down a minor piece to begin with, so that probably doesn't work. Probably. But I don't really see much of a choice. Also, this is still hanging there. If we go over here and they take, do we have something after this and this that's not just getting the queen? Don't think so. Probably something very simple here, but I mean, I'm very tired, so kind of hard for me to see anything. Hello, Test. What's up, my friend? Nice to have you here, buddy. Can be here yesterday? Yeah, don't worry. I only streamed for an hour yesterday, and today I'm also a little bit late. But well, today at least it will be a little bit longer. So yeah, nice to see you here. Did you check out the video about the games? I don't know what to do here, honestly. Like, I mean, I'm a little bit like, I mean, well, wherever we move this knight, we have a discovery, but we lose a queen. So like we don't have a discovery that also saves the queen. I mean, this knight cannot possibly jump to a light square, obviously, so impossible to block this. And if we go over here, that's the only tempting move I'm seeing right now, but looks kind of bad too. Like after pawn takes knight, then oh no, it doesn't look bad and doesn't look good. It looks pretty bad actually. Is there something after this, and well, potentially this? Do we have something? Like, I mean, because after that they are either going to grab this rook, or they are going to grab this bishop. After that, I'm not sure that we have something. Oh, if I could, yeah. If here, here, here. Yeah, we are not even able to come back here to fork the king and the knight or something. Oh no. Hello, Mohammed Hidham. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. I want to support you. We like your content. That's awesome. Thank you for that. Yo hablo español, dice Cat7. ¿Cómo estás, Cat7? Bienvenido al canal y gracias por suscribirte. Sí, yo también hablo español definitivamente. Ese es en realidad mi lengua materna, como ya te habrás dado cuenta. Hello, Min Triet Nguyen. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. So yeah, what I'm having trouble with is figuring out what to do here. I don't know if you guys have any suggestions. Like, I'm seeing potentially this because I mean we would have potentially nice discoveries with this knight if it weren't for the fact that the queens are staring at each other. So maybe could be just or is there a queen move that we can play that actually gets us somewhere? Like if we were to just sidestep with the queen, would we get anything out of that? Would be completely counterintuitive. But I don't know. No, I don't think so. Don't think so. But I don't know. It's just I'm not seeing many options, so I'm even considering that. Oh, we could go like over here potentially and maintain the discovery thread. Yeah, if we go over here, we're covering this square. If now they decide to take over there, then we have let's see what. I mean, if we go over here and here, I'm not sure we have much after that. To be honest, I mean, not with the queen alone. It's possible that it's going to be a move with the queen potentially. I don't know, everything is hanging, like absolutely everything, and we're already down a minor piece. So, looking pretty terrible if we don't find something pronto. Can I help? Says Min. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is just puzzles community-wise. Where this is puzzles. It's not a real game. So yeah, absolutely. That's the idea. We just do them together, and sometimes I'm just sitting on the bench watching people solve them. Like right now, I feel like it's still not bench time. I mean, it's a puzzle 50 51. So I mean, I should be able to also have active participation here. But yeah, I mean, I'm stuck on this one. So yeah, if you have an idea, feel free to shoot, man. Yeah, I think I will watch 10 minutes of it every day until I watch the whole video. Oh, thank you very much for that test. That's awesome. Yeah, if let me know what you think about it. Like if you think I should change something about the format, or if it, you know, some parts are boring or whatever. Like I mean, just let me know. Let me know your feedback on that as you watch it. Can you do knight f2, checking and attacking the queen? Yeah, no, your English is good, my friend. Your English is good. Don't worry. Knight f2, checking and attacking the queen. The problem is the queen takes over here. Like the queens are right now staring at each other. So if we go over here with the discovery, then they take over there. That is the problem. Like I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea what we have here that's really playable. Knight discoveries don't seem to do it because I mean, like any discovery that you play with a knight is going to end in queen takes queen. It would be a different story if the knight were like over here, for instance. In that case, then we would have double check, and well, that is you know, a start of something potentially. But in fact, that would be checkmate if we had that. Like I mean, the king, if we went over here, then this would be mate, and you know, like and if the king goes back, then we will go over here. But the point is, the knight is there, so any discovery, and it's not a double check. The queen just takes the queen. If we go over here is one that I considered, but still, like it looks pretty bad because then they take the knight here, and after we take the queen, we are actually not in a position where we have a ton of material. I mean, we were down a minor piece to begin with, and if we have to give up 2 more in order to get the queen. Doesn't sound like it's good business. But I don't know. We have 8 pawns. We do have 8 pawns. Versus their how many? 7. So, well, I mean, if this, then we grabbed another pawn. Therefore, we have 2 more pawns that are than our opponents. Even though we gave up 3 minor pieces for a queen. So yeah, there is that. Problem is they don't have to take the minor piece even. Well, actually they do, because if they don't, if they take over here the rook, then this comes. Oh, no, because there's a knight over here. Never mind. That doesn't come. Well, if they take over there, we can at the very least go fetch this knight by means of checks, maybe. Something like check the enemy king, and then pick this up. Something like that. Potentially, but I don't know. Looks a little bit suspicious, but I'm considering this move still like as a potential first move. Either that or sliding the queen somewhere like here or something like that. Oh no. Black or white? We are black here. We are black. Use the knight for mate with the queen. I don't think we can do that, Nubus. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in, by the way. But if any knight move and the queen takes queen. Hey, Bishop G4 says muy muy. Yeah, I think so. I think it's probably that. Thank you for tuning back in, by the way. I don't know, honestly. Do we hit the skip? Oh, we don't have a skip. I already spent the skip on this one. Well, I think I'm going to play Bishop G4, and yeah, we'll start a new streak. We'll start a new one because I don't think I'm right on this. But oh, I'm right on that. All right, we are right, muy muy. Let's go. Okay, so all right. Now this is a different story because now we have the discoveries. So let's say we go over where? Let me see. I have to figure out which is the best discovery now, but this should be easy. First of all, if we discover over here, we're at the very least picking this queen. So, but again, like I told you, there are problems with the fact that you know, if they take some of our minor pieces or the rook and one minor piece, they may be okay because actually they are already up material. But let's say we go over here, for instance, then, well, obviously, if the king goes back there, they should be in trouble, right? Well, no, not really. Not really. Wait a second. Let me see. This part should be somewhat easy, so now I'm going to try and find something. Let's say we go over here. Check. Then king goes there. Because if king goes over here, then at the very least we have this. And that should be the end for that king. So here and here only move. But do we have a follow-up? Well, we can take the queen. But then they can take over here. Let me see. Check. King goes over here. What if this check allowing this? There's something after that. Well, obviously not. We only have the bishop and the queen, so nothing. Check. King goes over here. Okay, let's consider the taking of the queen because I don't know. Like, check goes over here, takes the queen. Now they can take several things. Probably they will start with a bishop because that gains a tempo on the queen. Therefore, they're about to get material back. At that point, we can go over here. Then, if they take this knight, then we're grabbing this one. If they take the rook, then we grab the knight. And then if they take our bishop, we grab this bishop. And if they don't take our bishop and retreat their bishop, we retreat our bishop. So maybe it's just going to be this and taking the queen. Maybe. Like, I'm not seeing, like, a mate, really, but the king looks in such a dreadful position. The problem is the dark squares. We only have a knight to deal with all the dark squares. I mean, the knight and the queen is the only thing we have. And the light squares are very well covered. So, yeah. Yeah, I think it's just going to be here and taking the queen. I think it's just that. I mean, if my calculations are correct, but I didn't calculate too much, then the count should be okay. I was kind of lazy with that calculation. So here takes has to take here. If they take over there, then we just at the very least retreat the bishop. And yeah, I mean, we lost a knight for we are down 2 minor pieces for a queen. I mean, we're perfectly fine. Well, I mean, they're going to grab this also. Like they grab the exchange. So it's going to be 2 minor pieces and an exchange for a queen. So and also we have an extra pawn. So we should be perfectly fine there. But so instead of that, I mean, now after this, they would take over here. They wouldn't take the bishop. Oh, if they take over here, we just no. Never mind. I turned my knight into a bishop there. I'm just going crazy. So after that, we will go here, hitting the knight. That's my idea. And then if they grab our bishop, then we grab the knight. And again, it's the same material imbalance that I just mentioned. So they are grabbing potentially an exchange and 2 minor pieces, but for the queen and pawn that we have. So I think in the end it should be okay. But I'm not seeing more than that, and that is kind of scary because it looks like a position where a mate might be possible, but I'm not seeing it. I think there's no mate, really. Which is kind of a little bit baffling, to be honest. But yeah. Okay, let me check the chat. Never mind. Attack the queen with a knight. Is there time? Hello, helps. No, there's no time. There's no time. This is a puzzle streak on leeches. So it's the equivalent of Puzzle Rush Survival on chess.com if you've done that, where you just solve a streak of puzzles without any time constraint. By the way, thank you for tuning in, my friend, and for subscribing, although I think you were already subscribed, weren't you? Yeah, maybe I'm confusing you with someone else, so just in case, thank you for subscribing and tuning in. You're getting near to 1K subscribers. Well, I'm still like barely 900, but yeah, we've grown a lot since shortly ago. Like, it seems like shortly ago. I don't know. I've been streaming every day, but I don't think I've been streaming for that long. And yeah, there has been a very good support, definitely. What about Queen H4? Says Mui. Okay, Queen H4. Let's see, Queen H4. If Queen H4, they can take either one of these. Like, for instance, that one. If that one, this, king goes over here. We go over there. King goes over here. Oh no, I'm not seeing that we can get to a mate potentially. Well, we will go like there, maybe, but no. I mean, then they go like here. I think we don't get a mate if we do that. I don't think so. I think I'm going to go with that, and yeah. Let's see what happens. You playing against real person or just puzzle kind of thing? Oh, puzzles. Otherwise, I wouldn't be taking hints from the chat. So this is a community solving. It's puzzles. So yeah, feel free to make suggestions. What you see on the screen is that 50 that you're seeing. That means we're on puzzle 51 right now. So we solved 50 already. And yeah, on the other side, usually you will see like which color we are playing. Now, since we're in the middle of the puzzle, it just says keep going and like some pep talk. Yeah, okay, so I'll just play here and well, let's see what happens. It's very likely not the move, but I'm not seeing it, so yeah, it was. Okay, whew. Alright, so now another step. I think it's just taking the queen, but I'm going to stop and think. Like, there aren't that many other options. There is there is this, which looks insane, allowing that. And yeah, I don't see a continuation then. So I do believe it's taking the queen. I'm going to take the queen, I think. Unless someone suggests something else, then we go taking the queen. I was literally waiting for your streams as test. Very nice of you, Test, my friend. You're a great supporter, my friend. And I was really looking forward to you joining in again. I'm not just saying that. I really do appreciate you, my friend. You've been here for a very long time and have been very supportive. You're the only one that likes when I analyze or play games, and like when I'm analyzing my own games or master games, you're the only one that likes that. Checkmate? Oh, there is a checkmate here? You gotta be kidding me. Seriously. King, knight f2 check, then win the queen. Yeah. Well, I think we just grabbed the queen. I think we just grabbed the queen, William. And thank you for tuning in again, by the way. There's Calcium. Hello, Calcium. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in, my friend. Is that magnesium calcium? You from Russia? No, I'm from Uruguay. Where are you from? Helps. Defending the knight, appreciate you too. Yeah, thank you, Tess. So yeah, let's just grab this. Let's just grab this, and yeah, that's it. That's the end of the puzzle. So let me see if I was right about my line there after grabbing the queen. Let me see if I was right. So first here, then there, then this, and that, and now let's check. Like they take over here. Now I wanted to go over there. Queen g5 is the only move. Let's go. Yeah, I was right on that. Like we hit this knight, so that if they take over here, then we take over there. And after they take this, then we take that, and the material balance is in our favor slightly, not by much. Also, we are forking, by the way. We're hitting that one too. So yeah, now it wants like rook 81, and then we just grab the knight, and so be it. Oh, it's interesting that yeah, of course, because that one is defended now, and yeah, and now after we grab here, of course, we grab the bishop, and yeah, we the material balance is in our favor. We have one extra pawn, and we have a queen for a minor piece and a rook. I mean, pawn. And queen for minor piece and rook, so we're definitely doing great there. So I was right on that analysis, which is good. That is the reason, by the way, if anyone was wondering, the reason I wasn't taking the queen right away was because first I wanted to make sure that after I grabbed the queen, the material balance was in my favor, because if you don't find here the queen h5 move, which I did find, if you don't see that in this line you have this, then you're going to be at the very least on equal grounds with the opponent, if not worse, because I mean the opponent is just grabbing too much. I mean it's okay when you're getting a queen, like it's great getting a queen, but the point is if you get a queen but you have to give 3 minor pieces or more than that, then well, that's at the very least 9 for 9. So you're not getting anything out of that. In this case, we were getting something because we had that move there with the queen g5. Otherwise, we would have been in trouble. So yeah, no, not a particularly easy puzzle, I would say. That one was challenging. That one was very challenging, especially considering that on leeches you only get one strike, not like on chess.com where you get 3 strikes. You love puzzles, Casium? That's awesome. I have like 1,000 rating. Oh, that's good. That's good. 1,000 rating should already put you above like the majority of chess players online, I think. Jovelazer. I have no idea how to pronounce this. I'll call you Georgie Wars, I guess. So thank you for subscribing and tuning in, Georgie Wars. Let's see, what do we have here? Now we are white. Can you see the screen? Yeah. Okay, so let's see. This bishop is sort of out of the game. This rook is completely out. We could attack the rook with the knight. It doesn't seem like the rook has anywhere to go to. Now that the bishop... this is the problem with their move. With this move, they block the bishop's visibility of that square. So now we can play something like this, and the rook cannot go here. Because otherwise, if the bishop could see that, then after we go over here, the knight is no longer covering this, and therefore the rook can at the very least go there. For the time being. But as it is, after we go here, I believe this rook is completely trapped. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. That's it. There's also no other way of hitting that rook. I mean, you can hit it with the queen, but then with the king, but then I mean that doesn't work because they take there. So I'm going to just play that. Yeah, that's it. Take. And yeah, that's that puzzle. That one definitely easier than the previous one, but still interesting. So here, if we go over there, they're going to block there. So we're not winning material immediately, at least. Now, is there like... Can we still get something? Like, for instance, if we were... Yeah, we get something. We get something. Look at this. We go over here. They block so that they don't get the... They don't lose the knight. Well, and also because that way they don't lose the king. I mean, they have to block. So after we take, then they are forced to take. And after that, we have this. Not necessary. I will drink some milk and then maybe eat some biscuits. Yeah. So yeah, after this forced takes a rook, check, king takes, forced as well. Then this, queen takes, knight takes. At the end of the line, we have a rook and a knight. They have a knight and a bishop. Now, what's the... yeah, I mean, we have 1,000 pawns, so we are okay. That's it. That's the line. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. All right. That's it. Let's go to the next one. If we take over here... Do we have something? Like, if we take over here and they take with a queen... And we take again, they take. We go over here. Is there something? They go back there. Oh, no. I mean, oh, no. Oh, wait. If we take over here, we're threatening the queen. Queen take. Ah, well, if queen takes, we have to take here. Yeah, but then they take there. Then we take here. Oh, we take here. We take here, they take there, we go here. Yeah, but then they go there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting the move order wrong on this. There's just so much that potentially can be taken here. I don't know. Yeah, I have to think about this a little bit more, probably with something more in my stomach. I think I'm going to eat something. See what you guys are saying. Bishop G4, I think. Hello, Mr. T. Welcome back, my friend. Nice to see you here. Thanks for tuning back in. Does embarazada mean pregnant in Spanish? Embarazada with like written like this test, and yeah, it does mean pregnant. So rook, bishop takes 2, bishop takes first. Bravo says calcium. Thanks, my friend. Rook, bishop G4. Yeah, this is a previous puzzle, right? Yeah, previous puzzle, because bishop G4 absolutely impossible. So yeah, that's from the previous puzzle. Okay, good stuff. Let me see. So bishop takes says muy muy. And calcium says bishop takes as well. I mean, I hope you guys are talking about this puzzle and not the previous one, just in case. But yeah, bishop takes sounds like the first move. But now after bishop takes, then I mean, if they capture with a rook, then at the very least we should be able to get an exchange at the very least, because we go here forking and then we get an exchange. Like, I mean, there's no tricks like queen goes here trying to pin this or something like that, because then we take here with a queen. I mean, we don't take with a knight, and this is completely shielded. But if so after we take here, they have to take like this, or they have to take, well, if they take like that, then they lose a queen. So after this, they have to take like this if they want to keep the material balance, and then our queen is hid. So that's the part where it gets slightly more involved, because I mean, after this and this, I sort of feel tempted to just trade the queens, because I mean, otherwise, what else can we do? Like, I mean, doesn't seem like we have anything else really to do that will save this knight and the queen at the same time. So I think we take, then obviously they will take here. I mean, either that or we're just going to have a queen. I mean, if they take the knight, then we move the queen away and we have a queen. So takes. And after that, what do we have after that is the thing. Yeah, knight takes bishop is the first thing that comes to mind, but I mean, like, after pawn takes knight, I don't know, like, doesn't seem like they have anything. Like, check over here and they just go over there. Well, we can. No, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know what's the follow up here. Let's see. Yes, this one. That's it. Go for the fork. Oh wait, no, you mean, wait, what? Fork? Ah, yeah, you mean there. Yeah, but they are not going to wait. But I mean, after I take here, they're going to take with the queen. In that case, I don't have any fork. Rook check because knight defense f7. Hello, Adi with Murti. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. Knight defense f7. Let me see. So we go over here, here, and you mean check over there. Yeah, but then the rook comes back. Rook comes back. And at that point, I don't know what we can do. Honestly, we can take here, because if they take there, we have this. Oh, okay, it's that. That's the thing. That's the thing. Okay. Gotcha. So now we take over here, they take there, then we have the fork, classic thingy. Okay. Yeah, all right. So yeah, thanks for waking me up there, William. Wait, was it William? No, I mean Adi, sorry. And also William said it, but I mean, I had read actually what Adi said, and then I played it. But yeah, that's the part that I was missing. I was missing the rook thing at the end. But it became evident once he said rook check. Then it became evident. I've heard that once an American guy made an embarrassing mistake in Spanish, and he thought embarazado meant embarrassed, and he says to me, "Yeah, it's yeah, that's one of those what they call them fake friends, like those words that look like they mean something, but actually they mean a completely different thing." For instance, another thing that confuses English speaking people when learning Spanish is saying actualmente. Like actualmente, it sounds like it's the same as actually. Well, and it also confuses Spanish speakers when we are learning English, right? So actually in English is like really, is like for real, truly, but actualmente in Spanish means nowadays. So it sounds very similar. Like, I mean, if you learn like the pattern of those adverbs that end in mente in Spanish, they are basically the same as the adverbs that end in with that li in English, like really, realmente, like oh no, what else, like rapidly, rápidamente, things like that. But actually, it's not actualmente. It looks very similar when you look at it written. It sounds like it's the same thing, but it is not. So yeah, there are those fake friends. And embarrassed is one of them. Definitely, it looks a lot like embarazada, but no. Rook can just come back if rook c8. I think bishop defends it. Bishop take queen. Yeah, the point muy muy there with the check was that. I mean, I suppose you noticed there, but I played that pretty fast in the end. After the rook check, let me go back one. So after this, and this, after the rook check and the rook goes back defended by the bishop, the point is to realize that that after this there is that forking. So you take over here. Obviously, this rook just lost its defender. So if they decide to take the knight over here, then they lose a rook. And if they take over here, then you fork like that, and you get the rook. So that's the missing step in all of the operation. Like at first, this check I wasn't seeing anything because I saw the same thing like here. But you have to think about it one move further. Like sometimes you have to calculate one move further into the thingy. And that's what happened here. Like I hadn't calculated one move further until Addy said rook check because knight defense f7. Bishop take, rook check, bishop e7, queen e7, queen e7, rook c8, rook e8, knight c6, rook c7. Yeah, very well done, Zane and everyone else. Mr. Tio, wait, my stream was bugged. You mean you were a little bit behind? Happens. Yeah, it has happened to me several times. Say I was watching it live, but I was watching from behind. You were from behind. So yeah, it's yeah, it happens. It has happened to me too. Like I'm watching a stream, and then when I check the bar, the YouTube bar, it says like minus I don't know something, and so I'm watching a little bit back into the future. So if at any point you have some connection issue that the stream has like a short loading time, just make sure that you're on 00 like minus 00 from the stream, and then you're okay. But I mean, if you watch a little bit from the past, I mean, no worries. Just the only problem that may annoy you is that when you say moves in the chat, I will be like already solving something else at that point. Maybe I'm still stuck. That's queen c5, c1 probably take rook, queen takes rook. Yeah, let me check because first let me check all the chat, and then I'll get back to this puzzle. I haven't even checked this puzzle yet. So let me see. Queen takes rook. Okay. Actually, 97 d6 is probably better. How hard is it trying to sound like a normal human? Hello, Bajan. Nice to see you back here, my friend. Loveless Georgie Wars says knight 93. So yeah, I mean, I think 93. 93. Queen takes. 93. Queen takes, and then you take rook over there, and the bishop is pinned. So it's wow. 93 is sweet. Like 93, what a move. E3, what a move. Because I mean, you're not only checking the king and forking here, but I mean, if queen takes, which seems like the most natural move, then this, yeah, then the queen goes back. So it's not mate yet. Queen goes back. But I mean, it does look nice. However, we are down a minor piece here, right? We are down a minor piece. So let's see. I haven't even finished reading the chat, by the way. I have to go back. But when I saw 93 mentioned, then I looked at the position. I thought that was a really nice move. But yeah, we have to take a look at it. Like, well, actually, queen takes rook first is probably which was mentioned by Zane and some other people. Is probably a better way of doing the same thing, basically. Like, I mean, the same thing you're trying to do here, but I mean, trying is the first step to failure. So this is the one that works, I think. Takes over there, and by the way, that's not me. I'm not trying to coin that phrase. That's GM Benjamin Feingold, by the way, which I'm a fan of. So yeah, goes over here and then picks that up. That's probably what everyone was suggesting so far. So after we go over here, it goes over there, I assume. Then we can go over here, actually. Picking this one up. Like, I mean, we go over here. King goes there, we go there. King goes away, we pick this, then if they take here, then we take that. I don't know, like, I mean, yeah, queen takes rook is probably the first move. Let me check the rest of what you guys are saying, because when I saw that 93, that called me to look at this. Although you already had said queen takes rook, which is already an insane move. But for some reason, when I looked at first at that, I wasn't like as impressed as when I saw the 93. But yeah, it was basically the same thing. I mean, same thing with but works better with queen takes rook, probably. What sports are popular in your wise? As test football. Here, the main sport is football, which some people call soccer, but it's not soccer; it's football. Like, I mean, American guys will say it's called soccer, but the rest of the world calls it football. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of football, but I still find it ridiculous that some people call it soccer. Like that sounds so ridiculous, and that then Americans will call football their thing that doesn't even involve much of a foot and a ball. But yeah. 93 also wins an exchange, and I think that version is better. You mean 93 first is better? The problem with I see. Well, wait. Let me check what first everything, because I still haven't got to read all the chat. Let me see. Queen C1, 93, winning the queen and the bishop. Yeah, I mean you don't win the queen because and the bishop, because I mean king goes over there and then you grab with the knight. You are going to win the. You win a rook though. You win the. I mean you're going to win the bishop basically at the end, probably. I mean, king goes over there after you capture, and yeah, I mean it has to be that. It has to be that. Like you're winning after that. Like you take over there, takes with a queen. You take here. King goes to d2. Then after you grab with the knight over there, then I mean you don't grab that one. You don't grab that one with the knight. I think you don't grab that one. I think after this, then you go over here, then here. Then you don't grab this. You grab that, I think. Maybe? No, wait. If you grab that, that's not a check. Never mind. Wait a second. So, takes, here. Yeah, if you grab over here, I don't think that's particularly good, because there's this. Then if that, then there might be something, I don't know, like that. Or something. So let's see. If 93 first, 93 queen here takes blocks. Oh, wait a second. 93 takes here, blocks, queen here. Well, first of all, can already go there. Secondly, can still block like this. I don't know. Here, 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 here. Here, more obvious. Here. If here, do we have something? Oh, no, I still think it's probably that one, this one first. This. But the problem is after this, if we go over here, then there's that. And I don't know, like, wait, I'm not getting to the, I don't know, what was I looking at today that looked promising? Let's see, if here, 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 here. And yeah, I'm not, yeah, okay. I'm not, I don't know. Today I think I looked at something that looked promising in one of those lines that you guys were suggesting. I mean, in one of those moves that you were suggesting. Maybe it was completely wrong because I mean, now I'm looking at it and I don't find it so wonderful. Oh, by the way, wait. There is rook takes here. What about rook takes here? Ah, wait, rook takes here. The king takes. King takes. Yeah, king takes. Yeah, no, wait. If here, here, here. Nah, nothing. Nonsense. Yeah, it's probably either this or this. Let me see what you guys are suggesting. The whole lines. And I still haven't looked at all of the chat, by the way. Like I always get stuck because I see something that catches my eye, and then I start looking at that. So Mui says, "Yep, I got it now." Oh, okay. So you got it. Take rook. Oh, okay. Let me see. 96. Yeah, but that's old. So I don't know. Maybe now you're thinking something else. 96. So yeah, 93. Queen takes. Then queen c1, queen d1, rook e2, king e2, rook e8, king d2, rook d8. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good, Zane. Let me see. Knight here. Queen takes here, 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 then there. But obviously the king has to take. Then you go over there. Then if the king goes to the other file, then you're just snatching that queen. Therefore, the king has to go over there. And then you go here. I mean, the thing is, the king can go over here at that point, potentially. Where if you go over there, there's this. But it does look promising what you're saying. Yeah, let me check again what you the comments, because I'm reading like lines from 1,000 years ago. Let me see. Queen take rook, knight check. Yeah, maybe consider knight takes two, says Muy. You guys are missing that 93 also wins an exchange, and I think that version is better. Yeah, that happens. Sorry for not noticing. Because of the line I gave where you also get a queen. Take the rook. What sports are popular? Okay, yeah, I already read that one. Queen takes rook and knight check fork. Knight takes d3, says Manuel. Bienvenido, regreso al canal, Manuel. Excelente tenerte aquí, hermano. Zane, 93, if king d1 twice, 93, then king f1, then what? Once queens go back, you can play 32nd, take rook and knight over. 93, everything falls queen side. King d93, king d1, you can take a whole rook with queen c1. Queen takes, wait, wow. I think I just jumped ahead by accident. But I mean, I noticed that there are so many messages yet to read. Let me see. I'm trying to go fast now. Go Ben, but stay there. Yes, if king d1, you can also win a bishop as well after taking twice on c1. First, sack queen, queen takes rook, and knight check fork. But after that, you're not getting anything. Simplify exchange, 93 and wins. Queen takes is more forcing. Wait, 93. King d1. I don't know why I forgot about king d2. You win the rook and bishop. In which one? You can thank the Brits for the term soccer. It was slang for association in football when the sport was just starting. This was when rugby, American football was named football. Jesus, really? That's impressive. Yeah, I always thought that like the term soccer came from the Americans, and that football had always been in the British. Well, I mean that's another thing. I thought that perhaps I knew, but I didn't know about football because I don't know anything about football really. but I mean like it's an interesting piece of information. I had no idea about that. That actually soccer came from that. So well. But I do have to say that my favorite football video game, because I do like football video games, even though I don't like football that much. But I mean the video games are fun. So my favorite one is International Superstar Soccer Deluxe on the Super Nintendo. So yeah, there you have it. Like my favorite football game calls it soccer. Well, I don't know what the name is in like Japan, because I mean it's from Konami, so I suppose it's yeah, I mean it's definitely a Japanese game. Is that queen takes rook, knight d3, check fork, a2, rook e2, king e2, and the queen is very loose. What's up, Shamar Sherwood? Nice to see you here, buddy. Thank you for tuning back in. Simply fly back. You sack rook, sack the rook. Damn. So you mean rook e2 first move? I considered that very briefly, but I thought that wouldn't work because king takes. You should look at some of the lines I have with 93. I think you would change your mind. No, I still haven't made my mind. I mean, I'm still like first of all, I'm trying to deal with all of the messages in the chat, like trying to catch up a little bit, and then I'm going to like see what the people are suggesting. Sack rook, it's easy, says Shamar. It's easy first move is sack rook. Check again with other rook. Easy. 93 says Captain Resolve. Incorrect. Knight king f1, then there's nothing. I don't think it's king f1. I think after you sack the rook, then I mean no. If you take with the rook the bishop, then no, you were referring to something else. Like if you take with the rook on e2, definitely king takes rook. But I mean, what's the follow up afterwards, Shamar Sherwood? I don't think there's a good follow up to that. Captain Resolve also says the 93. Bro, it's so easy. Sack rook first move, bro. How are you missing this 5 move? Wait. Okay, so give the line, Shamar. Give the line. Like rook takes bishop, then king takes rook. How does it continue? Like if you give me the line, then I'll believe you if the line looks super promising. Best move only knight. Well, I suppose you mean 93 check, right, Captain Resolve? Hello, Paul. 93, queen c8. Thank you for tuning back in, by the way. That does not answer my question. I'm asking what do you think happens after a king takes, then move to f1 after being checked by the rook on e8. Oh, you mean, wait, what? Ah, you mean because after rook e2, king e2, you mean the follow-up is rook e8. I have no idea what the follow-up is. I'm just asking Shamar, like, what the follow-up is after rook e2 check. Like, I mean, he says rook e2 is like the easy way forward, but I don't know what you do after rook e2, king e2. You don't take the bishop with queen, Shamar. Take it with king. Even if the king takes the rook, you just bring the other rook, Zane. Yeah, but what do you do after you bring the other rook? Yeah, don't argue, guys. Like, I mean, argue, but argue politely. Like, I mean, discuss, but do not argue. Like the don't say the other guy is rage baiting or something. He's not rage baiting. He really is convinced that that is the line. I mean, Shamar has been here before. I assure you that he's legit. Um. Yeah, don't don't disrespect each other, guys. Like treat each other well, okay? Like I mean, I get it that like sometimes this game can be a little bit upsetting. I mean, I know everything about that, but yeah, I mean, now we're just solving puzzles community wise, so to try to be patient with the people that don't have the same opinions as you do. Even if they turn out to be wrong in the end, I mean, someone is going to be right, someone is going to be wrong. That's going to be the way of life. Another day it might happen the other way. Uh, okay, so I'm pretty sure it's not Queen C1 anymore because Queen C1. Yeah, I'm going to go with 93 after reading the whole chat. I had to go through the whole chat like to see what you guys were thinking. And yeah, my apologies that took up very long. The consensus is knight here. So I will play that. If it was rook e2, then Shamar can tell us all that he told us so. And if it turns out that this queen takes rook, then a bunch of you guys can say we told you so. So let's go here. There we go. It was the first move. So yeah. So it wasn't so easy, Shamar. You said, "Bro, it's so easy. How are you guys not seeing that?" Yeah, it wasn't rook takes, but still, I mean, I appreciate that you guys suggest different moves. So don't take it too hard. Like I mean, I blunder a lot of puzzles. You know, we're going to get a lot right, a lot wrong. So okay, it was that first. Now next move. Let's see. Queen takes rook, then queen takes, knight takes, I assume. I mean, I think that was the gist of what we were going to do, right? Oh, there's a message that was eliminated here, but possibly because of the... Yeah, your message, Philip. By the way, Philip, thank you for subscribing and tuning in. Your message was interpreted by the auto moderation as a URL because it has dots without spaces in the middle. So yeah, don't take it too hard. But I did read your message here. Queen takes rook, queen take queen, horse take pawn. So yeah, thank you for subscribing and participating. Okay, thank you, Zane. Okay, so and you guys were right. Y'all told me so. Yeah, it's okay, Shamar. Like I mean, it's about like I say, I've been wrong many times. So and but yeah, the move of the people turned out to be good. So well done. I mean the move of the majority of the people. When I say the move of the people, what I mean is like the democratic vote. You know, the move that got the most votes. So yeah, you guys did well with that choice. Okay, no, don't worry, Manuel. You don't have to apologize. I mean, it's okay. It's I appreciate that all of you guys are suggesting moves. Well, okay, now obviously we're taking here with the knight. Otherwise, like, okay, so great stuff there. Who was the first ones to suggest 93? Let me see. I mean, let me see if I can find it because I mean I was reading messages for 1,000 years there. Wow, Georgie Wars said 93 very early, but Zane had already said 90. I mean, he said 96, but he meant 93. So yeah, Zane and Georgie Wars seem to be the first to suggest that. I think. Yeah. Yeah, so Zane and Georgie Wars get the credit for finding that one. But yeah, a lot of you guys who gave the right vote also good stuff, because if you hadn't given Zane your vote, then I would have gone with the majority in that case, which would have been queen takes rook probably. So yeah, great stuff there. I'm happy my refutation for queen c1 first was correct. That's awesome, Mr. T. Yeah, you're a great puzzle solver, man. They always mess up board orientation and say stuff like 96 instead of 93 for some reason. Yeah, me too. And yeah, the reason is very obvious, actually. The reason is, you know, we are constantly flipping the board. And yeah, I mean, if, you know, sometimes this is d3, sometimes it's, what is it? If we were playing with white pieces, that's e6. So yeah, like sometimes d3, sometimes e6. So then if you say 96, then you were combining like d3 with e6, so d6, and yeah, like it's easy to get those confused, definitely. But I did understand when you said that. Like, I mean, looking at the position, there was no 96. Now, if you give me a long line and in the middle you mess up some coordinates, I may get extremely confused. But if it's like the first move, then well, it's going to be very easy to realize what you're referring to. G2. Okay, so let's see. G2 check. I haven't even looked at this yet, so G2. So if king goes over here, then we get a queen, which is pretty nice. And if king goes over there, which seems like the most natural, then f3. And we're about to get a new queen, right? So yeah, G2 looks good. Looks really good. Let me see if all of you think G2. Oh, f3. Some people say f3 first. Practice blindfold chess. Blindfold chess is nice. Yeah, it's a nice thing. I have played very little blindfold, but it's fun sometimes. It can be fun. Like, I have tried to play. You know, found it fun to play with my friends sometimes. But no, not something I have done very often. But it is it is cool. G2 seems forced here. Did you buy the PCO book online? Yeah, I did order it online. I ordered it online. Like, I have it in, well, I mean, you could see that it was in physical. Like, yeah, for those of you who are watching the stream, and for those of you who like books, like, I did a review of this one on my channel on my last video, if you want to check it out. Like, this is a complete beauty that arrived today. So if you're into chess books, you might want to you may want to check that out. That's a fantastic book. I'm very happy to finally have it here at home. I'm so by the blindfold chess. Like, it's actually crazy. Well, I mean, it's normal. Like, I mean, we don't have that visualization yet. You know, if we are on the amateur side, so it's completely normal. I mean, amateur side, on the like beginner intermediate side, like even at the, well, yeah, advanced players still can't play blindfold properly. I mean, so in general, I mean, not all of them, or most of them even. Masters can in general play blindfold. Those guys can play blindfold generally. Well, at least international masters, grandmasters. But yeah, I mean, of course, as visualization gets better, then you can actually see the stuff. What's crazy is to see when Hikaru is playing blindfold. That is crazy, man. Like, he pre-moves blindfold. Like, he pre-moves mates that for us are going to take, like, when we see the board, sometimes it might take some calculation, you know? He pre-moves them blindfold. Like, just insane. Absolutely insane. Push the f-pawn, then mate with the rook. Oh, okay, if we push the f-pawn first, we're threatening checkmate. Yeah. True. We push that, we're threatening checkmate. What can they do? If they go over here, then we are going to promote, right? Like, if they try to go over there, because, I mean, the king has to go somewhere at that point. Like, if we go over here and they don't, well, they can try to go like there, for instance. They could try to stop the mate like this. But I mean, there has to be something there too. Now, the thing is, if we go here and he goes there, I mean, there, can, let's say we go there, check. King goes, takes, I mean, what else? And yeah, we just promote and we have a queen. So I suppose if this, we go here and we have a queen. If rook goes over here, do we have like this maybe? This? And if king goes back here, then we go there. And then we're going to promote. And if king goes over here after the rook, then in that case, we have, well, first of all, this and promotion. Yeah, I mean, f6 should work. F6 should work. So probably f6. I mean, f6. f3. There you have it. The coordinates again. So f3, yeah. Met with rook e4, no mate. Yeah, no mate, but don't we promote if they do that? Like, if we go over here and they go rook e4, there's no mate, but after this, aren't we promoting? And after promotion, aren't we just winning? Like, I mean, I know that the white has a bunch of pawns, though. It's not like queen versus rook. It's queen versus rook and a bunch of pawns. But I mean, with a couple of checks, the queen should be able to be picking up everything, I think. I like check rook d1. Wait, what? Oh, I can't believe I was so behind with the messages. I was, you guys had already had like a full discussion, and I was looking way behind. Let me see. If f3, rook g4, yes, g2 in my opinion. I like check d1. Ah, rook g4. If f3, rook g4, and then picks up that one. Oh, okay. Yep. Okay, that's more to the point. Yeah. If f3, there's this fork, of course. So yeah, it has to be this one then. I mean, my next question was going to be if g2 there was a refutation, because of course if we were going to play f3, then we had to find a refutation for g2. But yeah, it has to be g2. Let me go down a little bit, because yeah, I'm no, after king g1 I don't think we're stuck, because because g2 then goes over here, then I don't know, you don't check, my apologies. After this, then we go over here, and I think then we're fine. Like, we go over here with the intention of going over there. I don't think they can stop us. Yeah, let me try to see if I can go through the moves a little. I mean, through the comments a little bit faster. Not really. Then you check with pawn f3. I don't know. I think different than most of y'all. The king takes f3, probably f3, then rook g4 for his pawn and king. Yeah, f3 definitely not. What Zane said is completely right. It can't be that. 1800 over the board. That's really nice, man. Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, it's probably advanced category. Yeah, it's I mean, 1800 over the board. Personally, I consider that advanced. Like, a lot of people are very elitist in the chess world, and they will say that 1800 over the board, maybe they consider it still like whatever. But I mean, like, yeah, I mean that is advanced. Well, I don't know. Over the board, I think everyone will consider that advanced, probably. I don't know. But yeah, yeah, that's definitely. I mean, I consider it advanced. Yeah, Zane. So yeah, good stuff there. I mean, great great rating. G2 and wins. Come on, yeah, G2. Let's go. G2. G2. Everyone says G2, right? Let me see. The current line is G2, so must be G2. Okay, let's go G2. G2. I mean, definitely not F3. So if those are the two options, let's go G2. There we go. Okay, so now F3, right? Now F3, intending to go there. F3, and now they don't have any nonsense to pull. No, it's okay, Paul. No worries. I mean, no need to apologize for lines that afterwards you think they don't work or something. No need to apologize for that. I actually appreciate all of you guys for saying you know, your thoughts in the chat at any moment, like whether, you know, later you think about another line or whatever. Like, I mean, it's cool that you guys are storming with ideas. Hello, Ennis Ismani. Or Ismani, or however you pronounce that. Hello, Ennis. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. And yeah, you're right about the check fork. Yeah, Zane had mentioned that too. It's advanced. It's advanced, I think, Shamar. Like, I mean, there is a common belief by many people in chess that in order to be considered advanced, you have to be like a pro or something. Like, I mean, yeah, there's a difference between like you know, a master and advanced. Like master, I would consider that to be master level. Like that is master. That is something else. But I mean advanced. When I say advanced, I'm referring to an amateur that's in the advanced category. So beyond the beginner, beyond intermediate. Because I mean, if you call everyone an intermediate, then I mean, the people that call something like an 1800 intermediate, then they will call, you know, everything else a beginner, basically. So a beginner, when you know, the guy already knows like lots of moves of theory and, you know, solves very complex tactics and everything, and they call them a beginner. I mean, I don't know. Like personally, I don't mind if I'm being called a beginner all my life. I mean, yeah, it's okay. I mean, being a beginner, so what? Like, I mean, at least whenever you go into a game, you're always the underdog. It's awesome. But the thing is, but I don't think it makes sense. Like, I don't think it makes sense to call everyone a beginner. Like everyone beginner, and then a few guys intermediate, and then you know, the masters are advanced. Like what? I mean, the masters are guys who basically dedicated their life to chess. I mean, that's something else. That's not being advanced. You know, that's just something else. That's why they, you know, they have a title. They are masters. Don't believe you. Sorry, says Zane. About what? About what I just said, or about something else? Hello, hamster. Tralalero tralala. What is that? And yeah, thank you for subscribing and tuning in. Nah, come on. 1839. Ah, yeah, 1839, 1840. Okay. And then the lucky player. That's a good one. That's a good categorization. You forgot expert. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, expert can be, you know, I don't know. On chess.com, they rank beginner, intermediate, advanced expert, something like that is a ranking that they do. An expert starts actually somewhat early and, you know, goes all the way up to master level. It's okay, Zane. It's okay. I mean, you don't need to like just yeah. Every now and then I will be slightly confused. Wait, by the way, what's the move, guys? F3? Yeah, F3. Okay, let's go F3. Okay, that was the end of it. So great solving, guys. Now we'll go grab something to eat. We are in check, by the way. So for anyone considering other moves that are not something getting us out of check, then yeah, we're in check. But feel free to think about this one. Meanwhile, I will grab something to eat because I'm absolutely starving. Also, I have to check if I have any new messages here. No, I don't. So yeah, let me go grab something to eat. Okay, so we have a lot of moves to play here. It's hard to decide. This cover, this cover, this. Well, this is not even available because the knight can. The king is not a knight. This is occupied by a pawn. Um, this also covered. This controlled. So we have to decide between this and this. Shouldn't be too hard to decide here, I think. Over here. Well, if we go over here, then at the very least, they can do this. And we are repeating the position. Because if we go there, then they go here. Oh no, because they can go there at that point. No, okay. It's not a repeat of the position. I mean, I said a repeat of the position because I'm trying to find like a way to refute something, not because maybe there's something else. But I mean, if I find like a repeat of the position, that's enough to say that one of the alternatives is not it. Unless we were losing, but in this case, it doesn't seem like we are losing. So, um, having a hard time also figuring out what we're aiming for here. We are aiming for promotion of this eventually. But we want this promotion of that. But yeah, we want to avoid a situation where they trick us somehow of a pretty good win that we have in the horizon. Okay, let me check the chat. Like I've been looking at this for 2 seconds, but anyway, like 2 seconds was too long because also I went to grab stuff, so you guys must be a little bit bored already. Let me see. Um Wimui says 2 moves. Yeah, I did realize that. I was just joking when I said that we had a lot of moves to choose from. That was a joke. King DA looks good. King DA, so we can stop Rook from getting to B8. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. So if we go over here, then this and goes over there and stops the pawn. Okay. Yeah, king d8 looking good. You're right. So king d8 is the move. King d8, king d8, king d8, everyone. Okay. Oh, hello, Diane Luthby and Mr. ID 36. Thank you guys for tuning back in. Was there anyone else while I was gone? Nope, it's you. So, yeah. Wait, is there someone else? No. Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. So, king d8. Okay. There we go. King d8. Okay, we go over here, stopping that, right? I mean, that was the idea. So, obviously, we go there. We don't repeat. So, great job there, Zane and everyone else. Yeah. Great job, you guys. It was hamster, I think, the first one, right? Yeah, it was hamster. So yeah, great job, hamster. And yeah, and everyone else who found it as well. Any arena, says Shamar Sherwood. Well, now it's 10:30 almost. We could do a short one if you guys want. Do you guys want to play an arena? If you guys want to play an arena, we can do like a 30-minute arena before we end the stream. Do you prefer that, or do you prefer going with puzzles? 25, 25, 25. 2 a.m. for me, says Beanman. Sure. Okay, so yeah, we can try an arena. Let's let me see. So on chess.com that would be puzzles, says Shamar Sherwood. Okay, so yeah, I suppose we continue with puzzles because yeah, no, unless we get like many people saying tournament, then it's going to be tough. Shamar Sherwood says puzzles. You said puzzles, but you asked for arena first. Okay, so you want puzzles. Okay. Yeah, let's go with puzzles then. Queen d5, threatening mate on h1. If f3, then rook d2, pinning queen to the king. Okay, let's see. Queen d5. Queen d5, threatening mate here, and now they have to somehow block that. And if f3, then rook d2, pinning queen to the king. So okay, that is correct. What else can they do? Can they do anything else? I don't think they can do much else, right? Well, they can try to like check us, but they don't have many checks to give us. If here, then we go here, and there's no. Well, there's this one, but there is that one. Let me see if you guys found anything else, just in case. Bien ahí, Paul, pero sí, igual de todas maneras parece como que muchos prefieren puzzles, así que hoy me parece que no va a ser. De todas maneras sería muy cortita si le hiciera ahora porque eso sí, serían 30 minutos porque estoy por terminar ya la transmisión en media hora. Pero sí. Capaz que otro día hacemos igual, Paul, si estás para torneo. Otro día que más temprano juntemos bastante gente y probablemente se arme. Digo, es conseguir un día donde mucha gente esté activa en el chat y que tengan ganas de jugar torneo. Porque si no, terminan siendo 3 gatos locos y no tiene mucha gracia. Bueno, es decir, tiene gracia si llegan a ser 3 gatos locos suficientes como para un torneo, pero si son, no sé, ha pasado que quedan esperando ahí los dos que quieren jugar y está bueno. Y no sale torneo nada y digo... Y lo único que se llevan es la desilusión nomás. Pero donde haya gente podemos armar torneo. Otro día chequeamos a ver si hay más apoyo para eso. Okay, so d5 is correct. So okay, everyone says queen d5, so I'll play queen d5. I mean, I'm not sure about what we do after we start getting checked, but I believe you guys. Okay, it's queen d5. Now we get checked. So after this, do we go here or do we go there? Going over there seems like they are out of checks, right? If we go over here, then they continue to check us, like something like this. Oh, if actually we go here, they check us here, and if we go there, we are the ones getting mated by the same checkmate. That would be funny. That would be really funny. And if we go over here and they go over there and we go here, then they have this back over here at the release. Well, no, yeah, they have worse actually. They have this, and we're getting mated. So, well, not mated. We have to put like the queen in front or something. But I mean, yeah, that wouldn't be fun. So has to be king h7, right? h7, yeah, h7. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, yeah, free queen. Let's go. So yeah, great solving, guys. Okay, so now we have a discovery here, and that king looks very suspicious. So what doesn't convince me too much is that we have 2 moves for the discovery. Maybe it's this one so we can bring the bishop back to check. Let's see. Here, check. If they go over here, then en passant. Wow, yeah. That would be brutal. Absolutely brutal. Like, goes over here. If goes over here, then there's this, which is not just check over here, but also there. And if king goes over here, then this is just simply mate, I believe. No, it's not mate, because it can go back here. But after it goes back here, then there's like this. And then knight goes over here and this. Yeah, so that will work. So probably they will not interpose if they can help it. Wait, they can't help it. That's the only move, isn't it? That's the only move. Yeah, they have to go over here. And after this, how many moves do they have? Well, apart from going here and getting mated, they have this other one, which looks slightly more promising, but not much. Like, we go over here there, which is why this works, but this doesn't, which I figured that would be the reason just by looking at the position. Salud. We go over here. Then after that, yeah, now they have to go over here eventually. By the way, in one of these lines, when I said the knight interposes, I may or may not have said an illegal move there, because I mean, if the king were here, for instance, then the knight would not be able to interpose, obviously, because of the pin. Probably you guys noticed that. If I think that I made that sort of mistake in the analysis. Still, the rest of the line I think was okay, but yeah. So here. This is what we were looking at, and then there. So after this, then is there anything? Oh, here. Then this. And that's just that, right? So yeah, I think it has to be d4. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it has to be d4, it's saying. Okay. Reminiscent of the Damiano defense. There we go. Okay, so en passant wins, I suppose. And yeah, I'll just play that because, come on, like, has to be. So, all right, now here, check, supported by the rook, has to take. We bring the other bishop. That's just that. Just that. All right, there we go. Okay, so here, do we have something with this? Do we? If something takes over here, we have this. And of course, if takes, then we have this. And also, if at the end of all of that we are here, they can't even save the queen because actually we're threatening checkmate. So, Wait, is it this or is it something else? Like, is there some like crazy reason why? Yeah, no. There's no reason why it would possibly work, because first of all, there's this. Because I mean, I was thinking, does this sacrifice somehow work in our favor? You know, after this, and this, or something like that. But I mean, actually, after this, they take here. So yeah, that definitely wouldn't work. So I don't know. This looking good. Um, Looking very good. Take knight? Seriously? Take the knight, then rook takes rook, queen takes rook. I know. Is that okay for us? Like, I mean, at the end of the all of that. Well, yeah, at the end of all of that, we still have an extra minor piece. Yeah, at the end of all of that, we still have an extra minor piece. So actually, not wouldn't be bad potentially. I mean, I did look at that briefly, but I didn't look at that like too much because of the reason of getting this. But I mean, yeah, of course we do. I mean, I did see that we can take back. So for some reason, I don't know why I consider that wasn't the way to go. Probably I didn't like that there were too many traits. Oh no, wait. Yeah, no, I remember why. I mean, bishop takes queen. I mean, bishop takes queen. If that's sad. Like I mean, they don't take over here. They take with the bishop there. The reason I said when I looked at this for a moment I looked at this thinking, if they take over here, do we have something with this and that or something? But then I said, well, at the very least they have this, and then we don't have that. But yeah, this would be actually being down a piece for them. But I mean, taking here, I mean that there's no trick when we go over there. Like there's a bishop covering this. So yeah, I don't think that will work at all. I think we have to do the other fork. Like, what's wrong with the other fork, first of all? Well, there is one thing wrong, that they can bring the knight to attack our queen. They can do that, yeah. They can play knight to b5. They can play knight b5 there. Yeah, that would be wrong. So maybe you guys are right, and it's actually... Wait, but no, that looks bananas. Like, I mean, bishop takes queen, then what? I don't think that's very good. C5 and we chill. Yeah, C5 is the one that I was thinking about. Yeah, the D6 is garbage because they take the queen. Yeah, I do think so. I'm always going to do the fun one and say, okay, what now? That's great, Sharwood. You take the knight mate in two. Yeah, I mean, that's even worse than what I expected. But at the very least, I was expecting that we were losing the queen for insufficient compensation. So yeah, c5 knight b5, cb7 knight, wait, what? c5 knight b5, cb7 knight c3, bishop. Yeah, there's a bishop there. I forgot that there's a bishop. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so c5, let's go. So here, well, we take the queen, takes here, takes here. Yeah. So yeah, I forgot about the bishop covering that square. Like again, it's the problem of not calculating one move deeper. Like I stopped right there when I saw knight b5. I was like, wait. I mean, like, what is this? But yeah, I mean, like, I didn't take a look at the fact that that actually the queen was actually defended by the bishop. I forgot that. I mean, even though I had realized it before, but I forgot it in that line. So yeah, great stuff there, everyone. Let me see who was the first one to say c5. Apart from me, because I did say c5. Like that was like my first instinct. Ha 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 ha. Vince on Earth, thanks for tuning back in, my friend. And you did say EC5. So yeah, I think you were the first one. So great stuff there, Vince on Earth. And Mr. T. Yeah, great stuff, all of you guys. Let's see. GH5, no, GH4 says, yeah, that's GH4, not H5. So yeah, GH4 or 4H4 says hamster. Let me see. I haven't even looked at the position yet, but I will read the chat first and then look at the position. GH King of 3 seems interesting. Good that it's over there. I hate having to calculate in King Pawn in games because it's always easy, except I get it wrong so much. Same, Zane. Like it's like you look at pawn endgames and it looks like, yeah, I mean, what is there to find out in this position? You're like, yeah, I mean, there are like 4 pawns left. I mean, you know, this is easy, right? And then we start messing up like crazy. It's which is unbelievable because there's like, you know, such the position the position can't get any more simplified than that, but still, like, it's still possible to mess up and very big. So okay, so you guys were saying GH4, right? GH4 takes, and then what? And then going over there. If it tries to go over here, how are we getting in? I don't think we're ever getting in, to be honest. We go over here. Here. No, we're never getting in. Wait, we don't have to. No, wait. Takes. We go over here, goes over there. We go here, goes there. Oh, that wouldn't work for them. Wait a second. But I mean, again, I'm just pretending calculation here, but this is just I don't know. Like there are so many moves and like sequences of moves that can be played. Let me see again what you guys are agreeing on. I think I'm not going to even knock my brains too much over this one. I'm just going to just play whatever you guys are saying. King E6, King E3, the rule of a plane. Hello Blaze. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. King F3. Okay. H4. So going here, and then here. And then goes there, then what do you do? You go after those. If that happens, goes here. Then you can go there. And then if it goes here, then you go there, and then you're just grabbing that. Okay, so potentially that works. So let's see. Are you guys all agreeing on GH4, or are you guys saying something else? Oh, King of 3 says, oh no, King of 3, yeah, in that line. Okay. So King E3. We're already on E3. King E5. Wait, what? Okay, just say what's the first move, guys? Because you guys are talking about like 1,000 years into the future. If King G4, you have King E5, and eventually Black King is gonna have to move and give you the G4 square. If King E4, okay. So you guys are still saying play G4 draw. Yeah, exactly, right. Sure, we just play a move, a draw. Let's bring on the next game that doesn't end in a pawn endgame. So yeah. Okay, so are you all of you guys saying GH4? I mean, if you guys already agreed on GH4, I'm going to just play it like straight up. Take, says muy muy. Well, King E3 is impossible because we're already on king e3. You're saying gh4. Okay, let's go gh4. gh4. Okay, so now king f3, right? That's what you guys were saying. All right, hamster, you were first. All right. Okay, so everyone confirming king f3, king f3. Okay, they push over there. Then we push over here, stopping that one, I assume. Wait, if we go over here, then can they go there? Well, if they go there, we go like here. Then if they go like here, trying to still wait, we what? We go here, trying to wait. And then they are out of waiting moves, and they have to do something that will give us the advantage. Like they can try to stick around like this, but then we go like this. And then they have to go back, and then we're winning that. So yeah, I assume this one. Before. Okay. Here we go. Okay, they went over there. So now we push this one, right? Another waiting move by us. So the king has to do something. Then the king will go over here potentially, and then we go over there, I assume. A3. Okay, there we go. A3. And that's the end of the puzzle. So yeah, great solving, hamster, and everyone else. Good stuff, guys. Oh, hello, Hakim QN. Thank you for subscribing and participating in the solution of the puzzles. Take the rook. Bishop takes bishop. What? Okay, let's see. So if we take the rook with check, then obviously they have to take like this. Then if bishop over here, the queen cannot take, because if the queen takes, then we go over there and the queen has to go back and just get that king mated. So yeah, rook takes rook, bishop takes bishop. Sounds correct. Okay, and now bishop takes bishop, right? All right, there we go. Boom. Yeah, great solving there, you guys. Great solving, hamster. You were the first one to say take the rook. And great job, everyone else. And oh, we have Yasin again. Hello, Yasin. Thank you for tuning back in, my brother. And good job also with the bishop takes bishop, guys. Okay, so we are in check. Rook can take the bishop, and rook takes rook there. Or we can simply move away. If we move here, that would be funny, because we would get like right in the direction of some discoveries. So potentially if we move away, it's going to be here. Or even there, I don't know. Well, no, if there's at the very least that, which looks a little bit uncomfortable. Well, no, but we could, like, I don't know. But I mean, rook takes bishop. Seriously, I don't think it's rook takes bishop, to be honest. What happens after rook takes rook? I think it's probably just moving the queen. I mean, the king. To be honest. But I don't know, honestly. I mean, I'm just looking at this, like, just now, so... Well, all of us are looking just now. But yeah. Like, if rook takes... if rook takes bishop, rook takes rook, then what do we got? I don't think we have enough there. Well, we could go over there, potentially threatening that. Like if we go over there, then rook takes, then this promotes over there. That'll be horrendous for the black king, and this rook also would be hanging over there. But yeah, let's see. Rook takes b2, then rook c5, I think. Yeah, okay, that I figured was the idea that you guys had in mind. Yeah, I finally hit 3,200 in CC puzzles today. Damn, that's a very high number, man. Good stuff. I stopped doing rated puzzles on CC on chess.com when I was on 2,600, but that was like, I don't know, back when I was like 1,000 or something. Like when I was like 1,000, that was like 2,500, almost 2,600. Then one day I decided that I would round that number, and so I played a few puzzles to get to 2,600, and then I stopped. So I have no idea what my rating would be if I did rated puzzles now. But yeah, now I'm doing just Puzzle Rush Survival and the Puzzle Streak like this one. Rook b2, rook b2, rook c5, nothing in the black and 2 to prevent rook c8, followed by promotion. Okay. In a position, I would like moving the king and giving the opponent a powerful bishop, but this computer, so yeah, taking the rook looks better. Okay, well, everyone says taking the rook, so let's wait. I mean, taking with the rook. So okay, let's go for that. Here, and rook c5, right? Probably they're going to try to give us like some form of check, but yeah, I don't know if that will work for them. I don't think so. So yeah, rook c5, probably the continuation. Yeah. Oh, don't apologize for your English, Paul. Your English is good. When I was 1100, I was 2900 puzzles. Now I'm 2100, and I'm only 30,000 puzzles. I don't play rated puzzles much anymore, though. Yeah, I mean, me either. Like, I mean, actually, like I said, 1000, but when I was 2600, it was like 800 or something. Like, I don't know. It was like 1,000 years ago, definitely. So yeah, I mean, and I didn't get stuck. Like, I mean, I got to 2600 and I wasn't stuck. I mean, I could have continued. I just didn't want to at that point. But yeah. So, well, here, I mean, I'm guessing we go there. Oh, no, wait, we have the bishop. We take the rook. We just take the rook straight up. Take the rook, and then if they take back, then, well, we're... if they take the pawn, which is probably what's going to happen, then we're up a bishop. Well, we have a bishop for 3 pawns. May or may not be good. May or may not be good. Now I'm thinking if actually we should take that. Potentially we should go here. I think we probably should move the king. Like, at first I was thinking take the rook, win on exchange, but I mean, under these circumstances, probably not the best course of action. You can set a difficulty for them now. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, back when I did them, you couldn't set a difficulty. Like, you just got the puzzles of the rating that you were at. Bishop for 4 pawns. Ah, the c4 pawn. That one hangs. Is true. True. Yeah, and they have double. Well, they have double pawns, but I mean, it's like a powerful mass of pawns over there. I don't know. Hmm. Like, I mean, how unavoidable is our threat? I think. I mean, I think we agreed that it was pretty unavoidable, right? Because I mean, if it's so unavoidable, then I don't think they have an escape if we go king c2 here. Like, we go king c2, and good luck to them stopping what's coming over there. King c2 and king d2. Good question, because it's true that if we find a difference between the two of them, then I mean, if there's no difference between the two of them, then we know that it's bishop takes rook. Good question there, Vince. If we go king d2, can they do something differently? Because if they check us again with the rook, we're going to go to the same place, so that's not it. It should be something. I mean, if they check us with the other rook. Yeah, you maybe good way of looking at it, Vincent Earth. Good way of looking at it. It's probably bishop takes rook. I mean, I don't see something different that they can do if we go king c2 as opposed to king d2. Well, I mean, if we go king c2, they cannot move the other rook. Otherwise, they can move the other rook. Like, if we go king d2, they can move the other rook anywhere they want. But, not that it's helping them too much, but I mean, they can technically move the other rook. Or this rook to the other side or something. Bro, I'm seeing a line where king goes to g3. I don't think I'm okay. Don't worry, Sherwood. I mean, feel free to share whatever line you're onto. Be Mad Boy. Hello, Be Mad Boy. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. C2, so they can't check on C3. They get another check with the pawn. Oh, the pawn. That is a check. True. And if we take that pawn is completely poisoned because they get a skewer. So yeah, good, well spotted there. The check with the pawn. So yeah, king c2 and king d2. There is a huge difference. How did I miss that pawn check? Jesus. Yeah, definitely good pointing that out. Be Mad Boy. I'm probably like 100 elo puzzle, never did one. Well, you're doing puzzles now, man. So yeah, you're not doing 100 elo. I mean, you're not 100 elo. Yeah, if king d2, I mean, at the very least, when that pawn, we cannot accept it. So yeah, we're in big trouble. Like, they check us with the other rook after we decline the sacrifice, and we're in deep trouble at that point. So yeah, king c2 has to be, or bishop takes rook. Probably king c2, I think. Well, but I mean, the time for puzzles is not really a thing, Paul. Like, the time, you can take whatever time you want. I mean, for puzzles, there's no allotted time unless you're doing time puzzles. But if you're doing like rated puzzles, then you can do them in however long it takes you and that you want to spend. Just take the rook, says Hamster. Hello, Ali. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. King c2 is garbage, says Hamster. Why? Because of rook b7. But if rook b7, I just continue up. Like here, here, and what happens afterwards? Like, I just go here. Oh, because they can go over. No, wait. What? No. Yeah, I just go here. Then what? Man, if here and here, I don't see the continuation that they have that's super magnificent after this. Oh, because, yeah. Okay. They can go here. And of course, I wouldn't like going over there. Wait, or would I? If I go over there and they, what can they do to me? Like if they try to check me or something, I just go here and then they're out of checks. So yeah, I mean, after this and this, what am I missing after that, hamster? Hello, Alan Walker. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. Skewer to take your pawn. Ah, the skewer to take the pawn. Okay. Skewer to take the pawn. Yeah, good question. I mean, good stuff. Yeah, true. Forgot about the pawn, and that's the reason that we're not taking. So we have to take the rook, right? Hamster. No. It's okay. It's okay, hamster. So yeah, if we go over here, hamster is saying this, and that, for instance, this, then this, and after we go over here, then takes the pawn. So at that point, well, we still gave up the bishop, but in this case, we also gave up the pawn. I mean, we gave up the pawn in a different way, but I mean, but it's the same thing. We're still giving up the pawn. I don't know. So maybe it is bishop takes rook. King c2, king c3, king c4. The problem with king takes pawn is that they skewer here and they pick up this rook. Like if we go over here, then this, and let's say they check here, for instance, takes over there, then there's this, picking up the pawn. And yeah, that's not, picking up the rook. And then that's not fun for us. We're definitely, in that one, I mean, we are the ones who are trying to hold and probably not holding. And well, we have to be losing in that line. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's, I'm going to go with bishop takes rook. Yeah. Yeah, let's take the rook. Yeah, so hamster was right. Good stuff, hamster, and everyone else who said bishop takes rook. And for the rest of us, for the rest of you guys, don't feel too bad. Like I also thought king c2 looked more promising at first, but yeah, I mean, I completely missed the skewer to take the pawn. Like I forgot that, like in the middle of all those escaping, from the checks, I forgot that the reason we were doing all of that was so that they can't grab the pawn over there, and all of a sudden they could grab the pawn. So yeah, great stuff there, guys. Well, I mean, it is losing, but I mean, it's not like evidently losing. You have to see like all that whole line. That's why like it's. I mean, it's not like wow, it was super losing. I mean, yeah, well, it's losing, but it is. But I mean, you have to calculate those lines and find and find that stuff, and it doesn't even end there, because then you have to like realize that you're in a losing endgame after all of that. But yeah, I mean, you guys did make a good point with the skewer thing. Okay, so here we're white. Oh wait, we're already at 11. Yeah, I'm going to stop the stream now as per usual. So this puzzle will be for the next one, unless you guys already found the solution, in which case I will play it. I calculated them all in 30 seconds. Bishop was definitely best move. I don't believe you calculated everything, but well, if you did, then well done. But I don't believe that you calculated that deeply in 30 seconds. If you did though, then that's cool. But I mean, don't try to bring other people down. Like I mean, everyone that was calculating there. I mean, they are not like patsers or something. It was it wasn't a particularly easy decision to make. Like it involved some calculation. Like, if you got to the point where you can calculate that fast, then well, good for you. But I mean, don't try to bring other people down. That's not how it is, bro. Like that's not what we do here. Oh, okay, okay. Just take pawn then queen. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, no worries. Then be mad boy. I have 1%, says hamster. What do you mean by 1%? Oh, time for you to go. Yeah, I mean, it's time for me to go too. So I'll just end the stream. Queen b8 and then queen b4 says 110 ninjas. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. Okay, yeah, 1% battery. I get you. Yeah. So I'll play queen b8 because everyone is saying queen b8. I hope it's right, because if it's not right, then we're okay, and then take here. Okay. Yeah. Well, all right. Let's go queen b8. Yeah, that was right. So now it takes over here, right? I'll play this and then be gone. Queen b4 is what I'm going to go with what 110 said. Okay, so now we grab this, right? We grab this, they grab, and then we start with push towards promotion, right? That's the idea. Yes, there we go. Boom, and that's the end of it. Okay, well, I'm gone, just like a hamster. And take care of you guys. Thanks to everyone who subscribed and participating in the solutions today. Thank you, Hamster, Be Mad Boy, 110 Ninjas, Shamar Sherwood, and everyone else, Jan Luffy, you know, Zane, and everyone else. Thank you guys. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. And Mr. ID 36, of course. Buenas noches, hermano. Nos estamos viendo en la próxima. Gracias por todo el apoyo. And yeah, thank you everyone else. I don't mention every single one of you guys because you guys are so great. You're all, lots of you participating. I can't even name you all without going to sleep at like you know, way past midnight. So take care and have a good day, afternoon, evening. See you tomorrow if you're here. I'll be here, or unless life gets in the way, but hopefully I'll be able to tune in as per usual. Take care.